Hey everyone, this is Eric with Nutrition by Eric. I hope you're doing well. If you don't know me, my name is Eric, and I'm a health coach. I've been interested in all things health and nutrition and holistic health for over 20 years, and I got my health coaching certificate about 10 years ago. And I've tried lots of things in that field. One of those things that I'm really interested in is natural eyesight improvement. And this is like a field that many people have researched from doctors and lay people alike. And one of the most famous people in this space was Dr. William Bates. He was around about 100 years ago, and he was an ophthalmologist, which is a medical doctor who focuses on eye disease and eye disorders. And that's just to quickly compared to an optometrist who mostly check your eyes and might send you to an ophthalmologist if he finds you have like glaucoma or detached retina or um, some other condition like cataracts. So this doctor found that he was wondering like how people were having eye problems and if anything could be done about that. So he started researching and he found he would experiment with humans, experiment with animals. He actually cut some animals' muscles in their eyes, and he found that if the muscles in the eyes, and there's six of them, but if there's four that are surround the eyes, if any of those four, all of them are tense, they can cause them to kind of hold that tension throughout the day when normally they would be relaxed. If you had clear sight, you wouldn't hold that little bit of tension. And I found it for 25 years. It's kind of a fluke. This is kind of how our bodies work. Just like people, hold their shoulders up, or they might hunch over, or hold the head to the side. It's not conscious, and there's many reasons why it happens, and there's a lot of literature if you read up on that. But the good news is that he did say there are activities you can do. You can make like a little program. Many people have different ways you could go about it. It's kind of like exercise. There's many ways you could exercise and get in shape. You could do cardio. You could run. You could play sports. You could go to the gym. But as long as you do something, you have some kind of activity, you'll, say for exercise, you would get in shape. So same with vision. If you find some activities and you learn kind of how to use your eyes properly during the day, you'll probably make some progress. Now, I won't tell you which ones to use because there's so many out there. You could just search for Dr. Bates, as I mentioned. You could search natural vision improvement. You could search the phrase something like how to see clearly without eyeglasses. And there's lots of information. So as a quick disclaimer, I'm not, I'm a health coach, but I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not optometrist, not ophthalmologist. But, I have researched. I've been doing this for over 25 years, and I've tried lots and lots of things. But one of the key things I've learned is one kind of the cornerstone activity is to do this activity called palming. And how that works is you can rub your hands together or not, and then you cover your eyes with your palms. I'll show you how it looks. And like this, you could put right over left, left over right, or I like to interlock them. But the idea is you line up the center of your palm, which has this kind of what convex, to the center of your eye, to your pupil. So you don't want to be too low on your hands, or you don't want to be too high on the bottom of the palm. Kind of Goldilocks, right? Just right, just right. Now you'll notice if I do this, I really don't have a place to put my elbows, and that's where the palming stick comes into place. Um, it's a stick that has a base and a top. I have different kinds of wood that have different knots or no knots, but um, it has a spot. You would just put the top in, and then you'll find a spot in the chair, and just lower this a little bit. And this is how it would look once it's on the chair, and you have some support in it. You put it to a height that's right for you, the right height for you, and that's done by this locking mechanism. It has a flip lock, and once you do that, you can slide that in or out, and you'll have to kind of play with it to find what works for you. And then you just kind of, I know my height, then I just kind of lock it in place, and then it won't move. And then back to, as I mentioned, put it on the chair, and you just make sure you have a good posture, and you should be comfortable enough to make kind of this kind of upside down V, and you put it back on the eyes as I showed you, and this is one of the activities. You could do it on a table, of course, but you won't. You have to find books or something, or you'd be hunched over. So you do this for a couple minutes. I have a little timer. It's usually a meditation timer. You can find that and just put it in for 2 minutes, 3, 5, 10, and just put something relaxing on. A podcast or audiobook or some instrumental music, or nothing at all. And this is one of the activities Dr. Bates and other vision improvement teachers would advocate. And so this is just very relaxing. Some people say there's energetic centers in the hands. I just heard it mentioned, but I haven't seen a lot of literature on that. So I don't know if that's true. But there is kind of a healing aspect if you've ever been to a massage therapist or something like that. But um, it's just something I've read about, and I've used it for myself. Just a few minutes while we've been talking, I feel that little bit more relaxation, and that's the key that Dr. Bates and many others in this field say. It's relaxation that helps in a lot of areas of life, but there's relaxation. People just say relax, but there's a certain type of relaxation where you really kind of go deep, and this I think allows you to do that. It's worked for me. It's worked for people I know. Um, you know, may work for you. And if you're interested, you can read up more about it. Just look up palming or palming stick. You may find other things on that, like people who hold the basketball. That's also, I think, palming, but that's not what this is. And yeah, palmingstick.com is where I have a link for it. If you want to get one, you go there. And I'll be adding some more things, hopefully soon, on vision improvement. And um, yeah, that's where you can find out about it and get one for yourself or for a friend. Again, it's Eric with Nutrition by Eric. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions, you can contact me on so many ways. I have a website, Nutrition by Eric, or almost all social media. I have a profile, and it's under Nutrition by Eric, no spaces. Okay, thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care.